Hi, my name is Ryan. This is my review of Season 2, Episode 18 of Gravity Falls, titled... That title is not pronounceable. I'm pretty sure Alex Hirsch either had a stroke while trying to pronounce the title of this, and they were too scared of this man to correct him, or as they were typing the name into the computer, a cat walked over it. Yeah. Anyway, this episode starts off with Ford trying to snipe Bill, missing, getting taken, and turned into a back scratcher, which is just horrifying. Because Bill just says all this so casually, and does it so casually. And then Dipper, my man, tries to fight Bill. I just love how subtle the transformation of Dipper kind of has been, because Dipper from Season 1, Episode 1 would not throw down with this extraterrestrial, interdimensional being close to a god. He would not do that. And I love this for Dipper. We get some footage of, Seuss going out saying he's got to help people. We get some scenes of Stan. And then we're at the town. In Preston, Northwest. This slimy... I don't think there's an expletive I can say to just... He tries to basically sell out to Bill, and Bill's like, no, I don't need you. So he rearranges his entire face. He's got his eyeball where his mouth should be, his ears with his eyes. It's just horrifying. And the sound he made, it sounds like he's in pain. From the sounds of pain, I don't think Bill got his plastic surgeon's degree or whatever. Then we're introduced to all the monsters of the apocalypse, and holy hell. They are scary. I'm 99% sure this episode gave hundreds of children nightmares. Nightmares because, oh my god. We get Dipper finding the mall. He's trying to find his family, and instead of going to the Mystery Shack, his home, which is warded against Bill, he goes to the mall? What? And he finds Wendy and Toby. No, I'm sorry, Bodacious T. He was apparently so hideous looking that he was shot by Wendy with an arrow, and I just love that. So they team up and they go, and Dipper mentions that he hasn't seen his family anywhere, but the first place he looked was the mall. And also the town has just descended so far into apocalypse in a day? Less than a day? A few hours? I feel like there should have been a time skip of something with Dipper roughing it in the woods. He's just hauling around the woods for some reason, trying to get back, but he's evading capture. So we'd understand why the town looks so bad when it's only been a day or two. And the time police show up because Blendon's a snitch. And Bill just absolutely dominates time, baby. He's got no time for that. Dipper and Wendy get chased by Gideon and his prison cronies. And Ghost Eyes is a really fun side character. I just love that. But also, why is a literal child sent to maximum, to what I can only assume is maybe maybe not maximum security, but like he's sent to an actual adult prison. His crimes weren't that serious. He didn't murder anybody. Well, at that point, I'm pretty sure he murdered. He might have helped murder some people in the apocalypse, but like he didn't murder anybody there. So then they end up going through these bubbles. Dipper and Wendy are in a car or a truck, and they're chased by the prisoners. They go through these like bubbles, and their animation style change. They're whatever. It's kind of horrifying. The most horrifying was when they're changed into their live action actors, and for some reason that is so jarring and so horrifying. I never want to see that again. I'm just gonna shove that out of my brain. Then they eventually have a great speech where Dipper basically tells Gideon that this is not what Mabel would want. You know, it's a real great speech. And then, you know, again, season 1, episode 1, Dipper would never pull that speech out of his back pocket. And then they go into Bill's prison, which he created for Mabel. With Wendy and Seuss, because they met up with Seuss. But also, and from what Seuss has said, he's been wandering the wasteland helping people, and there's folk songs about him. Now, this is supposed to be a joke. There's not actually folk songs about him, but him wandering the plains, wandering the wasteland helping people, is something I do believe is true. But again, how long has time passed? Did Dipper get knocked unconscious? I mean, how long? Because I feel like it looks like more time has passed than it should have. Because I feel like they want this to be a certain part apocalyptic, but they don't have the time to show it getting there, I guess. I just feel like they could have... I don't know. I might have missed something. Maybe there was a time skip. And I just completely missed it like an idiot. But, you know, I don't... But also, I guess it does show how horrifying Bill is, in a sense, if he could do all that destruction in so little time. I loved this episode. Only thing I didn't like was the fact that, the title. Yeah, that title is something. Thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.